So, the Game Awards came and went, and everyone fully expected this game to be Game of the Year. But that just wasn't meant to be. And I could not agree more with that fact. Now, I love Spider-Man. I love the comics, I love the movies, I even somewhat enjoyed Spider-Man Lotus. I know. But even I have to say that Spider-Man 2 did not deserve Game of the Year, like, at all. And here's why. There are many reasons why I think Insomniac dropped the ball with this game, whether it's the game-breaking bugs and glitches, the lack of original boss fights, the poor suit choices, the fact that you can't change the time of day, the abysmal amount of side missions, or Miles' final suit. This game felt incredibly rushed, unpolished, and very, very uncared for. Part 1. The glitches. Now before I get to my main issues with the game, I want to talk about the obvious and laughable amount of glitches that were in the game on launch. Whether it's the cube glitch, the invisible Miles glitch, or glitches where the game would just crash altogether without warning, which is what I ran into the most in my personal playthrough. Now granted, I know at the time the PS5 was a brand new console and Insomniac was dealing with brand new technology, but a simple test of the game would have revealed most if not all the glitches. Yes, I do know that Insomniac is going to release patches to fix these glitches, but still, the damage is done. Part 2. The suits. This game honestly has maybe 4 suits I actually use on Peter, that being the Superior Spider-Man suit, the classic black suit, the No Way Home suit, and the classic regular suit. Every other suit of his is either underwhelming, boring, or just reused suits from Spider-Man PS4, or they're just suits that modders have made way better versions of. With Miles, his suits are a little better. He just still has a few suits that I use, and every other suit outside of those few are just boring or just reused from his own game. Part 3. The missions and side missions. One of the more universal complaints of the game is a complete lack of side missions. The main game has a pretty average amount of main missions, but what I and a lot of other people love just as much as the main game is the side quest. But this game lacked heavily in that department when comparing that number to Spider-Man 2018, for example. The game didn't even have a variety of different side quests, it was just the same mission over and over again. So, in my opinion, if this game had a theme, it would be boring repetition, which leads me to my next point. Part 4. The repetitive boss fights. Now, in my opinion, I think Spider-Man PS4 has some pretty decent boss fights. Whether it's the Kingpin fight or the Shocker fight, even Electro had a pretty good section. But not Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2's bosses have the same exact gimmick every single time. Hit them enough until their health bar goes down 4 times. No cool chase scenes, no cool interesting ways to defeat them with the environment. It was literally dodge, dodge, hit again. But what truly made me hate the game was the boss fight with Peter in the black suit. That fight had to be one of the most uninteresting, boring, disappointing, anticlimactic fights in Spider-Man game history, if not all of gaming. The reason why I'm so mad about this issue is because we've been playing as Spider-Man, this specific version of Spider-Man, since 2018. So, it just doesn't make sense to me why they just decided to make the boss fight so incredibly easy, when this Spider-Man is, to me, on the same level as Arkham Batman. So it just doesn't make sense to me why this fight was one of the easier ones. And because of that, I knew that after this fight, I knew that Venom's fight was going to be one of the more easier ones. I was right. Now, to end this video, Insomniac did a stellar job with Spider-Man 2018 and Miles Morales. So I know they can make amazing games, but more importantly, amazing Spider-Man games. But I think they were just trying to do too much in a short period of time, making this game feel very rushed and incomplete. Even with the bug fixes and the like in the future, they still can't fix the boss fights, the lack of side missions, or the way I feel about this game. But I don't want to end this video on a bad note, so congrats Baldur's Gate 3, you deserved it, I guess.